intense wall of rain slammed into eastern Taiwan, setting off one of the island's worst flooding emergencies in recent memory. Within hours of Typhoon Fung-wong's landfall, water levels rose with shocking speed, overwhelming drainage systems, and turning downtown streets into wide rushing rivers. Meteorologists describe the storm as a complex atmospheric breakdown where extreme moisture, terrain, and wind patterns collided to produce extraordinary rainfall. Multiple river basins overflowed simultaneously, leaving little time for mitigation. In Yilan County, relentless downpours overwhelmed every natural outlet. River embankments failed one after another, pushing floodwaters deep into low-lying neighborhoods. Streets vanished beneath swirling brown torrents carrying uprooted trees, furniture, and vehicles. Residents reported that the surge rose so fast it trapped families inside their homes within minutes, while emergency lines were jammed with calls for rescue. Hualien County faced a dual catastrophe: water on the surface and mud from above. Hillsides, soaked beyond capacity, gave way without warning, sending torrents of mud and rock down into villages below. Entire access roads were buried, cutting off emergency vehicles. Firefighters struggled to navigate unstable terrain as constant rain continued to trigger new slides. Further south, Taitung County saw widespread destruction as swollen rivers burst across agricultural zones and town centers alike. Farmlands turned into vast inland lakes, while fishing ports and bridges vanished beneath the churning water. Video footage from local media showed market stalls, motorcycles, and small trucks drifting together in flooded intersections. Many rural districts were left completely isolated, their communication lines severed. Across eastern Taiwan, mass evacuations unfolded under worsening conditions. Military units deployed amphibious vehicles and helicopters as local rescue teams battled exhaustion. Schools and gymnasiums became makeshift shelters filled with displaced residents. Authorities confirmed that Typhoon Fung-wong dumped more than 400 millimeters of rain within a single day, overwhelming infrastructure designed for far smaller events. The Central Disaster Response Center raised its alert level to maximum, warning of continued risks from secondary landslides and dam overflows. Engineers raced to reinforce floodgates and drainage tunnels, while meteorological teams tracked retreating rain bands offshore. The humanitarian toll continues to rise. Thousands of residents remain displaced, and many communities still cannot be reached due to washed-out roads. Early estimates suggest large-scale losses to housing, agriculture, and transportation networks. Officials said it may take weeks to restore utilities across Hualien and Taitung, where entire substations were submerged under muddy water. Recovery operations are now underway on a national scale. The government has mobilized military engineering units to clear debris, stabilize slopes, and rebuild damaged embankments. Prime Minister-level briefings emphasized that the disaster exposed long-standing vulnerabilities in flood control infrastructure, especially in eastern mountain regions where rainfall intensity has risen dramatically in recent years. Even as skies clear, the scale of destruction remains sobering. Satellite images show entire districts reshaped by erosion and sediment flow. Economists warn of severe short-term losses to tourism and agriculture, while climate specialists say Fung-wong may represent a new normal. Storms that form faster, hit harder, and linger longer. What began as a passing typhoon has turned into a defining test of Taiwan's resilience. For now, rescue teams continue their work through mud, rain, and silence, determined to pull life back from the flood's shadow.